welcome. My name is TxStampin Sharon, and I am going to be making a card tonight. I have very easy instructions. If you are going to watch the replay, I invite you to stop and start this video and make this card with me. You could use it as a Christmas card like I am, or you could simply substitute and use it as a birthday card. It's a great layout. So if you're looking for an easy layout, you got the right card. All right, I am live. It is Thursday night, November 30th at 7 o'clock p.m. So if you're watching this later, you're watching the replay. I do want to say hello to everyone who has joined me during the live. And I'm just going to do a little check. No one is saying that they can't hear me or see me, so I think we're good. When I started making this card, let me just flip my camera around. It's just such a simple layout. Now I am using, I'm going to be using different paper tonight because today when I went to get everything ready, I double checked and this particular foil is sold out. So I don't want anybody to ever be sad. If you were lucky enough to get the, I think it's called Magic Snowflake Designer Series paper, then this is what your card would look like, okay? I used other supplies that are still available. I used the Merriest Trees and the coordinating dies. Where are they? They're right here. Use the dies. Good news is these will be carried over. We will see these again. So that's wonderful news. The other one is Sparkling Snowflakes. I used the greeting from that. The other thing I used was the Stylish Shapes. And I also used the Snowflake 3D embossing folder. Okay, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but that's what I used. So a lot of the supplies are still available. However, since the Designer Series paper was not, I was like, all right, this is easy enough. When I sent out the email telling everybody that if they wanted to stamp along with me to get their supplies ready. So this isn't a mystery card because you can obviously see the card, but it's basically the same thing. I gave simple measurements to make the card with me. So I used also the holographic paper, which is what the tree is made out of, and my layer. I'm still going to use that because that is available. The other thing is the iridescent backed discs. Okay, so may or may not use those on what we're going to be doing. So let me explain to you what I decided to do. Move everything over here. So this was the list of supplies that I emailed, okay? And I have this handout that will be available on my blog. The blog link is below the video. It will be available at 8 p.m. Central after I'm done with the live. So what I thought I would do, I cut out a bunch of Christmas trees using the holographic paper. I did not say hello to some of my live viewers, and I'm so sorry. It's been a hot minute since I've done a live, and so I kind of got all off track there. But I do want to say hello to Sue and Kim, and to Inika and to Margaret. I want to give a special hello to my friend Michelle Batson. Michelle has already started posting in the chat some of the items that I have talked about. Michelle is my helper during these lives. She does all the hard part as far as looking things up as I'm chatting away and then posting them so that you guys can see them. Okay. Hello, Donna. Hi, Judith. Hello, Susan Clement from Pottsboro. So what I decided to do was pull in a few other stamps. This one is called Stars at Night, and the paper, where'd my card go? I already lost the card. Good grief. Of course I did. This paper right here, we're going to mimic this in the background, okay? Because you may not have this paper, like so many of you won't have it because you can't buy it. So I have my Versamark ink pad and some silver emboss powder. I grabbed that. And we're just going to mimic the background, okay? And I'm going to grab a piece of, here we go. I brought out my dirty Versamark pad, and I'm going to explain to you why. When you're stamping on white cardstock, it is very hard to see, okay? Here, let me move this over. So I decided to get my dirty one out, and then I would be able to see, whoops, I forgot something. Sorry. Flip that over. We do need to use our embossing buddy. Watching with no sound right now. Oh, so she doesn't bother Dad, says Linda. I was like, wait, you can't hear me? Yeah, and Michelle pointed out that the Stars at Night, this stamp set right here that I'm using, is retiring soon. There's some items that are on sale from the current mini, and then some items are not, but they are going away. Some items are not going away, which is kind of cool. They're carrying over a lot more items than it seems like. Now, I am just stamping along the edge. There's no reason to do the whole thing because I'm going to kind of do just a little bit right there. We're going to be covering that up. Now, I thought by using my dirty Versamark pad, I would be able to see better, or that you would be able to see better. Nah, you can't. So sorry about that. I tried. I didn't even think about testing it. But what could I have done? I don't want to mess up my Versamark pad. So what I'm doing is, whoops, I'm just picking up and just kind of seeing where I have stamped already. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. Okay. I do hope everyone that is in the United States had a happy Thanksgiving. I did. I went out to our daughter's house. She lives out in the country. Horses and cows and dogs. She had 2 litters of pups. And so, well, we got to see 1 litter. She had the other litter after we left. But just going out there is just, it's just so peaceful and nice. So I enjoy going. We went out there, and then some of our other kids joined us. So yeah, it was good. And of course, we ate too much. Why did I come home and get on the scales? That was the silliest thing ever. Okay, so I've just poured some silver embossing powder, and we're just doing the edges. I guess I could have picked that up right there. I may go back and do that because that's bugging me. Susan Hammond said, looking forward to seeing what you're going to have for us on tonight's live. Well, Susan, I am changing things up a little bit because the paper that I made my original card with is sold out, and it won't be back. So it's not like, well, they can just order it later or whatever. Let's see if we can catch this right here. Anyway, so I decided, well, you know, let's just make another card. Let's just do something different. Okay, so I forgot to tell y'all, this is a piece of basic white, and it is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Okay, so I forgot to tell you that. If you don't want to stamp on yours or emboss on yours, you could just stamp with ink. Okay. Let's pour this back. We might need that again. Oh, we do need that again. I just realized. I got to do one of my favorite things ever. If you're on my newsletter, you saw that I got to go over and give baby Banks, my grandbaby number 14, his first bath. So that warmed my heart. I was happy that I got to do that. I am looking for my foil. There it is. Okay. We're just going to heat set this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? Where is... There we go. Thank you, Kate. I thought it was adorable too. He's getting so big already, you know, but he enjoyed his bath and I enjoyed giving it to him. I've given almost all of my grandkids their first bath and it just makes me happy. So Baby Banks is adorable, Inika. I agree. I agree. You're so welcome. I've had some sadness in my life this month, so sharing some fun and blessings, that made me happy to do. So okay, kind of a lot of embossing, but boy, is it worth it. Oh, is it worth it? Can y'all see how pretty that is? I love silver embossing. I love silver. Okay. All right. I said I did need to do some other embossing. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, let's go through the measurements of my card. Okay. I told you to have a piece of cardstock that was 4 1/4 by 11. We're going to score that at 5.5. Okay. And then we have a piece of basic white or designer series paper, whichever one you want, that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Then we have silver or the holographic layer that is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I have this layer right here. Now I'm going to be switching it up. I'm going to use some designer series paper for one idea. And on the other idea, I'm going to use a piece of cardstock. Okay. And that is 3 inches by 4 inches, a scrap for my tree, and then a scrap for my greeting. Now I'm going to keep the greeting the same. And I went ahead and die cut out my banner using the Stylish Shapes dies. Okay. So I've got those cut out with my tree. Now I went ahead and embossed 2 of the trees, and then I left one tree not embossed. Just wanted to play and see what it looked like. I also die cut out some of the stars, whoops, that came with the Stars at Night dies because I wanted to mimic this card with the snowflakes on the foil. Okay, let's see how I do. All right, let's get our embossing buddy again. Tap, tap, tap. I did not get out my stamp. Why do I use foil? I use foil for several reasons. That's a great question. That says winter greetings. I want to protect my work surface. Okay. That is the main reason. But I also kind of wonder in my head if by using the foil, if it will deflect the heat and help me emboss quicker. I don't know. It's kind of a crazy idea. Makes sense, don't you think? But that's a great question. So thank you for asking that. Hi, Cheryl Ann. Watching on and off, loving the card. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're loving the card, my friend. So I saw somebody talking about Renee's card that we did for the VIP mystery stamping. Oh my gosh. Renee designed the card, sent me clue number 1. I had to make the card using her clues on camera, but that was the most gorgeous card that I've done in a long time. Very unique. I loved it. Renee did a great job. The instructions or the clues are only for those who attended the VIP. How do you get to come to my VIP party? Everyone who places an order of $50 or more in the previous month. So in November, you'll get invited to the VIP party in December. Okay, that is a little crooked, but I'm going to go with it. Let's see. It's going to bug me, but we're going to go with it. So see, Renee says I was right. It does reflect the heat and gives even distribution. Thank you, Renee. Renee's my scientist. She knows all this stuff. Exactly, Michelle. My husband always wraps the meat in foil after it comes off the smoker to keep the heat in and the juices in. So it makes sense. I know, Inika. I don't want anybody to be sad if you live out of the United States and you can't participate with the VIP party. Stampin' Up has rules. You can't buy from me, so that's why. But I do mystery stamping twice a month now, and so you have other opportunities to do the mystery stamping. Okay, so now let's go in a different direction. I'm going to be honest. I pulled out Lost Lagoon because this is Lost Lagoon. After seeing the wow effect of the Lost Lagoon foil, I was like, That was so dull. I embossed it with the embossing folder, the 3D Snowflakes embossing folder. And I was like, nope, it still needs help. Ooh, but what if we did Starry Sky? That works really well. So I liked that. So here is our layer. And then here is this. Oh, yeah. I have my base, and then I have a piece of basic white that is also 4 inches by 5 1/4 for the inside. Okay. Now, I told you I did 2 different trees. The question is, since I embossed this layer, do I want to not have an embossed tree and just have that holographic look? That's one way. Or we can go ahead and use an embossed tree. So, what do y'all think? You could use a blending brush in Lost Lagoon and go over the embossed card. That might give it a pop. Hi, Polly Libby. How are you? Let's see. Susan says, oh no, just received the new mini. Oh yeah, I got my new mini today too. All right, so what do y'all think? Embossed tree or not embossed tree? Okay, while you're answering me in the live chat, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my layers together. Embossed tree, embossed tree, embossed tree. I knew y'all would say that, but I thought I'd give you a choice. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add this layer to my card front. Okay. Center that. Okay. Then we have, let's see, did I put that on? Put that on with dimensionals? Nope, I did not. Now we're going to add our holographic paper to this layer. Okay. And we're going to use some adhesive. We're going to stick that down. Hi, Lois. How can I get the cut sizes? Okay, so after the live is over, I have this download for you to be able to create this card. So it's super easy, just a few layers, and I think I think you're going to, you'll have that. I'll have that for you over on my blog at 8 p.m. Central. The link is below the video. All right, so now we're going to add, whoops, come on. I'm using liquid glue, even though I'm not a fan. What the heck? Okay. Good thing I have another one. I'm not always a fan of liquid glue. That would be one reason right there. But it is important to use it when you're adhering an emboss layer, especially to something slippery. Okay. We want to use the liquid glue. So we're just going to center that. Try to keep it from moving on us. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so now I want to add the tree. Okay, y'all voted for the embossed one. We're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. If you're new to me and you want to know why my dimensional backings have been colored with a highlighter, I saw a team member do that on her Facebook page. I can't remember who it was. I can't remember if it was Darlene. Anyway, it just makes it easy when you're taking off the backing that you don't leave one on. You know, you see them all, so you take it off. All right, so we're going to put this here, about right there. And we have our greeting. I think we're just going to add that with some adhesive. Yeah, I'll probably be fixing that later because it is very crooked. And now it really, it shows it. Okay, how are we doing so far? Looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and add my basic white layer on the inside. But remember, I told you I cut out some snowflakes so that we can recreate this card. So I have some snowflakes in here. I'm going to get some liquid glue. And I'm just going to add some little dots. What am I supposed to do? 5? Isn't that what y'all tell me? 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1 right there. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I think I'm going to need this. Well, we'll see how we do. Okay. So put this here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. I'm so glad I thought to do that. Okay, we're going to put this one here. I was going to use my take your pick tool, but I thought, I'll try it. They're kind of big enough snowflakes. Well, I guess they are stars. These are stars. These are not snowflakes. You could use embellishments. You know, this is just a great time to, whenever you have supplies of your own, to be inspired, but use what you have. How's that? Okay, I'm very happy. Whoops. What do you think? I love it. I think it turned out great. Okay, now I have another idea for you. If that wasn't enough, Stampin' Up! Sells, and you know, I get these. They're like, what do they call these? Memories and More kits. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh, okay. I got an idea. So if you're like me and you bought one of those Memories and More kits, I thought, what if, oh yeah, that fits. I could do it. Okay. So I chose Night of Navy. And then I have my basic white for the outside layer, 4 inches by 5¼ I have 2 pieces, one for the outside, one for the inside. Okay. And then I took and I cut my holographic paper, same size, because these little cards that come in the Memories and More are 3 inches by 4 inches, which happens to be exactly what my measurement was on that card. There you go. So I was like, okay, now I could have done a different color. So I kind of think instead of embossing, I'm going to take that same stamp and I'm going to use Night of Navy and I'm going to stamp around it. So we're going to see what that looks like. Where's my Night of Navy? Oh. So we're going to have Night of Navy snowflakes. Grandma Jane likes the stars better than the snowflakes. Perfect. Now the snowflakes came printed on that paper, but when I realized I was actually cutting out the tree and I saw the stars in the die set and I was like, oh, ding, 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 ding. So I was happy that I came up with that. I'm glad you like that, Grandma Jane. Okay, so we've got our snowflake again. Now this time we can see it. Almost looks black, but I promise you it's Night of Navy. And I'm so glad you like my cards. Thank you. Now this one's not going to be as glitzy, but I think it's going to be cute. So I hope this helps you. You know, sometimes we just don't know where to get started. We see an idea and we go, well, I don't have that, but I sure do like the layout or I like the concept. I think what I'm going to do too is I'm just going to stamp with Night of Navy. And so I hope this helps you see the bigger picture when you're creating, when you're making your cards. Let's get my Night of Navy back. Let's see if I can stamp this straighter. Virginia, I'm so glad you love my cards. Thank you. Shirley, Rogue is the best dog. I'm telling you, my little Pippi, I love her to pieces, my little dachshund, but if y'all have dachshunds or you know dachshunds, they're ornery. They're just little stinkers. And Rogue is such a good dog. He minds, he knows what I tell him when he's wet, he has to go in the kennel and get dried off with the towel. And so I tell him, Rogue, kennel, and he goes right in. I tell Pippi to kennel, and she looks at me like, you want me to do what? Okay. So thank you for asking about little Rogue, but he's doing really good. So I'm a little concerned. Those of you who know me or don't know me, I like to keep some hand sanitizer on my work surface, and that helps clean up that Night of Navy ink so that I don't get it on my basic white. Ooh, we could use some Wink of Stella on the stars. Are you talking about on the Night of Navy stars? Let me know. Okay, so this is our star one. Then the Wink of Stella would give it a little glitter, wouldn't it? A little shimmer. Let's make sure our card is opening the right way. How many of y'all have put a card on, like put the layer on upside down? Yep. I could stamp. Let's stamp on the inside. Oops. There we go. Let's just do a little star right there. I have to agree. I love all your self-made. I love your self-made DSP with the stars. Beautiful cards. Thank you. I'm so glad you like that, M. Harris. Okay. So we could do our envelope as well. Stamp those stars on that envelope. Okay. So now I have my holographic layer. You could use silver foil. You could use Night of Navy if you didn't have, we just want a matte here. Oh, there's Matt. Who knows who Matt is? I cannot say the word Matt anymore without just laughing. Okay, so this is one of the Memories and More cards that came in the pack. I'll just show you really quick. I mean, this is the one that was on top, and I was like, how perfect is that? Okay, so we have, I looked at that. I was like, ooh, that's pretty, but that wouldn't work with my tree. So we have different patterns in here. North Pole. There we go. So the Memories and More are, oh, that would have worked. Could have covered that up, but anyway, that's okay. So yeah, the possibilities are endless. What you can do, just kind of look around your stash and see what you have. Okay, so now we're going to add this layer. I could have even, M. Harris, Matt makes me smile too. I could have stamped my greeting right here instead of having it on a banner. Another thought. Now, I know you all want me to use the embossed one, but I think I'm going to try. I just want to see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks plain. We're going to use the embossed one. Okay. You could even stamp the tree right there. Okay. All right, let's pop that up with some dimensionals. Hey, Matt is going well, driving all around the area. Oh, Mary Yates loves Matt too. All right, for those of you who don't know about Matt, if you're not a mystery stamper and you didn't play along with us recently, you may just be going, what the heck is she talking about? Okay, so I needed to smile because, like I mentioned before, I had a hard month, and I needed to make myself smile. So when I told everybody in mystery stamping to matte their layers, like this is a matte for your layer, I spelled it capital M-A-T-T, like Matt, like a man's name. We got lots of giggles, lots of laughs, and I needed that night. So there you go. But it's been pretty funny hearing the responses about Matt. So Kate Rat says that she has never thought about embossing the holographic paper, and she thinks that is stunning. I'm so glad, my friend. I'm glad I could help you learn something new. You know me, I like to emboss the designer series paper, the foils. I love to do all that. Matt did come to play. Diane says, didn't know Matt was going to be here tonight. Love your creative inspirations on how to make beautiful cards without the original DSP. I'm so glad. Now, I don't think I want any snowflakes. I don't think those pop as well. I don't think we need that because we have these snowflakes. So I'm not going to do that. If y'all want to do that on your card, you can do that on your card. But you know, in looking at this, I picked up on the Night of Navy. I almost wish that I had stamped the stars with balmy blue. I think that's balmy blue. But it's still cute, right? Do we still love it? Okay, so there are my 3 cards. This was the original, but I changed it up because when I was preparing for the video, this paper is sold out and we won't get it anymore. So I started pulling things out, and I'm very happy with what I came up with in, kind of changing it up a little bit. I do have my list of supplies and my list my instructions or my step-by-step, this would have made a very easy mystery card. Just saying, just saying. So Debbie loves them. Mary loves them. Paula Wright says the distressed tile embossing folder on metallic. Oh my gosh, or holographic paper is absolutely stunning. Paula, I'm going to do that. I got to go try that. I bet it's gorgeous. Let's see. Any other comments? Renee loves the card. Oh, Shirley's explaining now about rug. My mat got called rug. Okay. Now I understand. Susan says, I like all your cards. They're beautiful, even with Matt being here. It's so hard to choose just one. It really is. It's like, oh, I don't know. Okay, so we mentioned earlier that I think Susan Clement said that she got her mini catalog and her celebration. Just so you know, starting January the 3rd, we have new goodies that we can shop from in this mini catalog. I cannot open it up or they will fire me. Also starting January 3rd is celebration. Anything that you purchase, not only from this catalog, but from anything on the website or any catalog, anything you can buy, when it equals $50, you get to choose something from this brochure. This last January 4th, I said 3rd, I believe, January 4th through the end of February. Okay. If you're one of my customers, then if you've purchased from me this year, your catalog has already been scheduled to mail to you. It is via bulk mail, so you should receive it. I don't know, about Christmas time, if not before then. So let's see. Just making sure anybody else have any questions. I'm glad y'all love my cards. Thank you. Oh, Shirley has her mini. Demonstrators, I think, got them earlier, but I don't know. Maybe everybody's getting them now. No, because I just finalized my order. No, you'll get it before the catalog starts. So I want to thank y'all for joining me tonight. It's been a while, so I'm glad to kind of wipe off the rust and get back out here and do some live stamping with you. So like I said, after the live is over at 8 p.m. Central, you can visit my blog. If you would like to join my newsletter to receive updates or current information, or to get, like I emailed today, letting everybody know about tonight and how to cut their paper so that they could make a card similar to mine. So there you go. All right, y'all. Happy stamping, and I'll see my mystery stampers next week. And then I'll be back next Thursday night, always at 7 p.m. Central here on YouTube. So bye, y'all.